Okay, I'm going to start this with something that it's just on my mind right now, so I have to try to explain it. But there's something else I want to go into. So, how I look at, say, the story of Kurt at this point in history, it's like the ultimate um, mythologized. Is that a word? Rock and roll story, or something like that. Like there's instant stardom, biggest band in the world, drug addiction, um, the the fairy tale rock marriage. In a sense, it's like John Lennon and Yoko. I mean, Courtney and Kurt. You, you can't get any more than that. I mean, that's like. Anyway, I'll keep going. Um, of course, extreme drug addiction. I think I already said that. But not only that, but heroin, um, murder conspiracy, dying at 27, um, mythologized. When I'm going to say that, I think that's the right word, or I'm making the word up. But you guys know what I mean. So there's all these factors that play into, at this point in date, this mythology of Kurt and the band Nirvana. And it's probably the craziest rock story ever. I mean, I really don't think I'm exaggerating that. And I don't know if I said, and of course, suicide. I think that's an important factor because it was pretty rare to think of a rock star. Is there a rock star that killed himself? That got really famous? Um, I really am trying to think on camera here. Okay. Uh, Janis Joplin, no. Jimi Hendrix, no. Jim Morrison, no. Brian Jones, no. What's her Amy Winehouse? No, she overdosed too. Um, Dude from Sublime, no, he overdosed. Um, the guy from oh fuck, I actually really like the second album. Ah, their hit was No Rain, but their second album's really good. Anyway, he died of an overdose. Landrew died of an overdose. Landrew Wood. Um, it seems to me the only one I could think of is Chris Cornell being a suicide. Am I tripping out on this? Who am I missing? John Lennon, of course, shot. Elvis Elvis died from like an overdose. Michael Jackson actually died from. I just watched something on that. Is he couldn't sleep and he kept getting this. It's like literally an anesthetic to put you out, and that they think that's what killed him. What am I missing? Anyway, so as far as I can see, every rock death, none of them were suicides. Up to Chris Cornell is the only one I can think of. Am I tripping out? Maybe I am. I don't know. If you guys think of one, oh yeah, dude from Stone Temple Pilots, that was an OD. I don't know. I'm not really making a very good point on this. Why it would matter, though. What comes to mind for me is that when your life is in a financially secure spot, and see, it just doesn't make sense, you know. Anyway, all right. So a subscriber sent me Danny Goldberg's book. Thank you, Brian. I really appreciate that. And somebody actually sent me this. They took a picture of this and sent it to me through my email. But listen to this. I thought this was kind of interesting. So this is regarding the plane tickets or flight that Kurt was going to take to see Michael Stipe. So on page is this? 268, 269. Okay. Stipe wrote me that for many years he had chosen not to talk about Kurt except in private to Francis, but referred me to an interview he did shortly after Kurt's death, in which he said that near the end of his life, Kurt talked to him about what direction he was heading in, Stipe said. Stipe said, I know what the next Nirvana recording was going to sound like. It was going to be very quiet and acoustic with lots of string instruments. He and I were going to record a trial run of the album, a demo tape. It was all set up. He had a plane ticket. He had a car picking him up, but at the last minute he called and said, I can't come. So there's that.